In this first section, we're going to cover the fundamentals of what makes a great YouTube ad. We're going to break down the anatomy of a successful YouTube video using examples so you can gain a clear understanding of what makes a great video, and most importantly, so you can also develop your own process for formulating great ads from scratch. When you hear the phrase YouTube for action, think videos designed to cause viewers to take action. This could be filling out a form, downloading an app, booking an appointment, purchasing a product of any type, and really any action that constitutes generating a lead or a new customer. Let's talk about YouTube ads and how they actually work. If you watch any YouTube ad in the wild, you'll notice a skip button that appears 5 seconds after the ad starts. These are called YouTube pre-roll ads. If your campaign is optimizing on a cost per view or a cost per impression basis, for example, brand-oriented, you're charged only when a viewer clicks through to your landing page or watches your video for at least 30 seconds. Any amount of view time below that 30-second threshold are considered free impressions. However, if your video is optimizing on a target CPA or max conversion basis, your campaign will be charged on a different pricing structure. Instead of being billed after the initial 30-second threshold, you will be charged on an impression basis. So if your YouTube campaign is conversion focused, generating leads or selling products, you have a major incentive to get viewers to stay engaged with your video from the moment it begins. Capturing attention is absolutely critical. I've included several great examples in this module's strategy guide that show this principle in action. But before we dig into creative strategy, let's talk about how YouTube's billing model differs from other platforms like Facebook. Facebook has a number of billing options for their video product that you can adjust based on the campaign objective. If a video plays on Facebook for a fraction of a second, that's considered an impression. If a user watches your Facebook video ad for 3 seconds, that's where you're billed. The Facebook definition of a view is the industry definition of an impression, resulting in typically lower intent traffic than YouTube, hence the lower CPMs. YouTube also has 95% audibility. That means 95% of the time video ads are played with sound versus Facebook videos are played with sound only 33% of the time. Because of this, it's always best practice to use subtitles on your YouTube video ads. This technique can both keep users engaged and ensure users who have sound off can follow along. We recommend using captions on your video ads with large, easy to read text. Now let's get into how the YouTube story arc differs from a traditional story arc. Based on my experience, 75% of your campaign's performance boils down to your video. Crafting a successful YouTube ad has been dialed down to a science. The best YouTube advertisers often take time to study other winning companies' YouTube ads. They then break those videos down to sections, analyzing the way the script flows and how each section is carefully designed to accomplish the ultimate goal of getting the viewer to take action. A story arc is the chronological construction of a plot in a novel or a story. Or to put it more simply and apply it to this scenario, the blueprint for your YouTube ad. A traditional story arc looks like this. As you can see, the recommended YouTube story arc looks a bit different. With the YouTube story arc, you want to open with a hook, something that prevents the viewer from hitting the skip button. Here's the formula for a great YouTube ad broken down into 5 sections. Number 1, you're going to open with a hook or an interesting statement, aka a scroll stopper. This is going to get the viewer to stop what they're doing and pay attention to your video. The goal here is to grab the user's attention within 3 to 5 seconds. Next, you're going to state the problem and why it's a big deal. Then you'll explain the solution, establish credibility with an authority figure, product demo, or customer reviews. Then, give the viewer clear instructions on how to take action. And last, mention a discount or promo if applicable. I've spent countless hours researching the top performing direct response YouTube ads and curated a list of examples across several different categories so you can see what makes a great YouTube ad. Remember, not every YouTube advertiser is driving results and conversions in real time. So just because you see a video a lot doesn't mean it's exactly working in terms of driving a measurable profit. Direct response YouTube advertising is very different from brand awareness advertising. This course is about results and focuses on direct response advertising. If you visit our course resources section, you'll see a list of great YouTube ads that utilize the story arc style I mentioned above, as well as several other styles of ads that break the mold in terms of the story arc that Google recommends. As you watch the examples, you begin to take note of the story arc patterns. One variable you will notice is that some videos include an authority figure and some do not. You don't necessarily need an authority figure to be successful on YouTube, but based on our experience, it helps conversions tremendously. In addition, as you begin to proactively critique video creatives with story arcs in mind, you'll notice that some advertisers position the authoritative content at the beginning of the videos and some do it later on. Based on our experience with YouTube, we found that establishing authority and credibility earlier in the story arc increases your conversion rates versus later in your videos. Let's go through a few examples together of direct response style story arcs like I mentioned above. This is a great time to pause the presentation, download the PDF that accompanies this module, and watch each of the videos I referenced below while I break each of them down. Let's start with VShred. If you use YouTube on a regular basis, you may have seen VShred ads over the past few years, especially if you're into fitness and supplements. This VShred ad follows the signature story arc. Here's why this ad was so successful. One, it's got an attention-grabbing scroll stopper. It then establishes credibility with a confident, knowledgeable, and in-shape authority figure. Then it states the problem, how it's tough to get in shape, and where many people go wrong. They entertain and educate the viewer with a story about Hugh Jackman. They direct you to click the link below to take a quiz, and they offer a solution, the 3 most important things to do to get in better shape. This video does a great job of roping the user in emotionally, offering a solution to a common problem, and then directs the user to take action. It's also a great example of pre-qualifying the viewer. If you're an individual who isn't interested in health or getting in shape, you would likely abandon the video within a few seconds. Let's check out another example. Udemy. Udemy is an online resource where people go to learn. Here's a very straightforward direct response style ad with a textbook story arc that can work for both e-commerce and lead generation style campaigns. Let's break it down. The video starts with a pre-qualifying question. Do you want to learn to draw professional and impressive character artwork? It then introduces the authority figure, the professional painter and artist, and that spokesperson explains his character drawing course and how it's helped thousands of students. They then offer a 75% off promo with limited time offering, increasing urgency. They highlight the course materials and explain how it can apply to artists of any level, both new and experienced, expanding the audience of the potential buyer. They then showcase beautiful character style artwork and different people enjoying the content and successfully drawing their own character artwork. They offer a 100% money back guarantee to increase conversion rates. And last, they highlight a 75% off promo again and direct viewers to take action by clicking the link below. This video is a prime example of a short format video that utilizes a textbook story arc. Udemy does a great job of pre-qualifying the user, establishing credibility, offering multiple promotions, and ultimately directing the user to take clear action. This style of video can be used for multiple product types or services, for generating leads, and is also very well optimized for YouTube Shorts inventory. Let's look at another example, this time a free app download, Honey. YouTube is a great way to drive downloads for apps, games, and browser extensions. Here's the top performing Honey YouTube ad and why it's effective for driving new downloads. Number 1, it has a great scroll stopper. The actor in the video grabs your attention by dropping his phone multiple times and ultimately breaking it. This ropes you in by invoking the stressful emotion that the viewer feels when they see someone lose or break their phone. It's a great example because almost everyone has a phone, and rather than pre-qualifying you for a niche product like Udemy's drawing course, this Honey ad appeals to a very wide audience. Next, the actor visits Best Buy's website browsing for a new phone and has the bright idea to search for a promo code. He finds several promo codes, but then tests them and none of them work. We've all been there and understand the feeling of frustration. Then alternatively, the actor navigates to the same website with Honey installed on his computer, and the app shows the viewer how easy and convenient it is to accomplish the same process with Honey installed on their browser. The video then shows example savings, how easy it is to install Honey in 2 clicks, and reminds the user to take action while mentioning that Honey is a completely free product. This is a slightly different story arc versus the other styles above. A good way to think about how the Honey story arc is different versus the other examples I mentioned is that they're simply replacing the authority figure component with a section that articulates money savings, convenience, and a free product, which a user can get in seconds, which in some cases like this one is even more powerful. Let's check out one more example using an e-commerce product demo style UGC video for 4 Patriots. This is an example of a video that anyone could shoot with their smartphone. The video has a scroll stopper with an engaging background that tells you to stop scrolling. A spokesperson then explains how in the next 30 seconds they're going to show you how to charge 2 devices using a solar powered charger, and how you could never avoid running out of battery again, even if you're in a dire situation like being stuck in the woods. The spokesperson explains the features of the product, shows the product in use, and reminds the user to keep watching throughout the video. They then let the viewer know the store is running a special on that product and mention the sparkling customer reviews. They then mention discounts available and how the product can be a great gift idea. And last, they offer a limited time discount for taking action today. This is a great example of an e-commerce style demo video that's user generated that could be shot in a matter of minutes using any smartphone, no special equipment, no lighting. And rather than using an authority figure, they lean in more on the product quality customer reviews and a limited time offer. Now let's talk about how you can assess if your product is a good fit for YouTube. Since you're charged on an impression basis, YouTube excels for products and services that could be applicable to the majority of people that see the ad. So a question you have to ask yourself is, if I serve this ad to its target demographic, would the majority of people find value in it? For example, a dating app that's only for people that believe in astrology would be a poor fit for YouTube. The eligibility criteria for the brand and video is way too specific and probably only relevant for less than 1% of the audience. However, a video promoting a free browser extension like Honey is a very strong fit for YouTube. It's a strong fit for obvious reasons. Almost everyone today shops online, and anyone that shops online would love to gain access to special promo codes and discounts, especially if there's a free way to make that process of finding promo codes even easier, and if the Honey browser extension does it automatically, even better. However, the angle you choose for a product can turn a good video into a great video. It all comes down to the hook plus problem statement we discussed earlier. Mentioning a problem, showcasing a solution, using an authority figure, product or savings demonstration, and then directing the user to take action. Here's an example hook. Don't make another purchase online until you see this. Example problem statement. Do you love shopping online but hate overpaying and hate it when you can't find promo codes for your favorite products and websites? So why is this hook so strong? It piques curiosity and retains a high percentage of users to see what the secret could be, and it engages those actively dealing with this problem. It avoids buzzwords like eliminate, fix that are prone to clickbait disapprovals. But it's the problem statement that captures about 90% viewership from the people that are actively shopping online and may now be interested in taking preemptive steps to save money on purchases. Remember, successful YouTube ads tell stories that people want to hear. They're designed to capture attention, educate, and offer solutions, but not always in that exact order. Let's see this principle in action for a successful auto insurance ad example. Notice how their hook has nothing to do with auto insurance. Here's the hook. Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. So they lead with the problem statement. It not only engages the viewer, it retains those that share the same problem statement that they want to save money and buy a car. If you're promoting a highly niche product, for example, like auto insurance, an interesting and often effective strategy can be to find an angle that plays to the widest audience possible and backs into the solution rather than leading with something like, do you want auto insurance? Think of the probability that you're reaching out to someone exactly at the moment when they need auto insurance. The odds are insanely low, probably sub 1%. But the chances that they want to save money to buy something cool in their lives are probably closer to 95%. The key takeaway here is to design videos with captivating pre-qualifying hooks, state the problem, and share how what you're selling is the ideal solution to the problem. So how long should your video ads be? One of the most common questions we get is, what's the ideal length for a YouTube video ad? For lead generation ads designed to generate a lead, to get someone to fill out a form or book an appointment, 45 seconds to a minute and a half seems to be the sweet spot. For e-commerce, downloads, or apps, 2 to 4 minutes is the sweet spot, with some videos as high as 20 minutes or longer. In some rare cases, we've had success with videos that are as long as 30 minutes or more. Today, YouTube's algorithm is increasingly shifting to prioritize shorter videos with YouTube Shorts. So if you have videos that are longer than 8 minutes, you can expect to pay a higher CPM to advertise. However, depending on your video and product or service, you may find that long-form videos are still more profitable, even with the additional CPM tax you might pay. This is because with longer videos, it gives you more runway to educate, entertain, and ultimately sell the user, especially if they've been watching a video for 20 minutes with a well-designed story arc. Longer videos can lead to higher average order values, with viewers being more pre-sold and emotionally invested in the story and product. They end up purchasing higher ticket products or larger packages, especially if there's a deal offered. This is something that we've determined by analyzing our own data when we compare the average order values of short ads to longer form ads. So let's talk about uploading your videos to YouTube. If you don't have a YouTube channel, you'll first need to create one before you can upload and promote your YouTube ads. The process is easy and takes about 10 minutes to set up. We've included a simple walkthrough in the resources section that walks you through the process if you've never set up a YouTube channel. Once you've created your YouTube channel, you can then upload your ads to the channel, and you'll be provided a unique URL for each video so you can utilize those with your YouTube campaigns. One way you can gain a competitive advantage in terms of campaign performance is uploading your video multiple times to the channel, but by using different thumbnails for each video. So rather than simply uploading your new video ad to YouTube, you can upload the video 5 times, making each video unlisted, which means your video is not findable via YouTube, and the only time a user will see it is if they come across an ad in the wild. We'll talk about why in the optimization techniques module. Now, Once you built your YouTube ads and uploaded them to your channel, you're ready to build your first campaign. Here's some tips for creating great YouTube video ads. You can connect your channel to your ads account. This gives you the ability to upload longer videos, add custom thumbnails, and based on our testing, has performed the best. Custom thumbnails are if you upload a custom thumbnail to your video, you're going to want to use a 1280 by 720 image size for best results. And if you're creating YouTube ads on a budget, we've included some tips in the resources section that teach you how to procure models and professional video editing services so you can create videos that look great even with a budget. And last, you can optimize your videos for YouTube Shorts by limiting the length to under 60 seconds and by shooting in a 9:16 mobile format.